what that noise is. Alright, is it working now? Oh! Oh! Okay, I think it's actually working now. Yeah, I can see it now. Cool. Alright, let me tweet this out while my cats tear my apartment up from top to bottom. Put it in the... Yeah. Tweet. Alright, tweeted. I mean, what the hell? Oh. Okay. Alright, is this working? I think so. I don't care. I give up. Just wanted to stream. That's not even where I am, I don't think. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, I didn't switch it over. Did I not? I thought I did. Nope. There we go. Okay. God, I'm dying.
You come after her, since they have
just like genuinely death.
Walks with Bruce, telling him that this is a mistake. No matter which way he cuts it, it's wrong. Bruce tells him that his brother will benefit because he has him to help him. As the two step outside, Terry says, "Don't tell me." A second later, Matt flies by in a run.
Hello, Ty. I'm alright. I have a bit of a head cold. Oh, Benny's calling me. Hold on. Hello?
Morning.
You're live on the internet. To like 2 people, I think. Is that okay? Can you hear me?
I can't hear you. I can hear you faintly there, like you're really quiet.
Here, let me... For some reason on Discord, my mic is really quiet, but on OBS it's fine. Is that better? Oh, wait, no, people are complaining on the stream that it's too quiet as well now.
Oh, you're live?
Yeah.
Hello, live people.
There's a few people rolling in. Let me boost my mic on stream. Filtered.
What is it, Twitch?
No, it's YouTube. I don't fuck with Twitch.
YouTube streamer? Who streams on YouTube?
Me!
Now you're loud.
Well, I just screamed. I need a compressor.
Did you start Batman?
Yeah, I'm that's what I'm finishing. That's why I said that thing.
You're finishing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why should I have not?
I did give it to Kevin, but there's no records of it.
Yeah, that's what we went over yesterday because you couldn't.
No. He was working on it. He hit me up.
Oh.
I'm like, wait, how far did you get into it? He goes, well, I just did the audio. I'm about to do panels. I'm like, stop. Like, you're fine.
Yeah. I do audio at the same time as panels. Huh? I do audio at the same time as panels. I used to do it that way.
That's how I used to do it.
Yeah.
But I know Dan does it the way that Kevin does it.
Yeah, I used to cut the audio and then do the panels, but then I did it simultaneously once, and it was so much faster.
Okay, well, I just wanted to make sure, because if you had just started, he's done the audio, so I was going to be like, he's got the audio. Enjoy, you know?
No, yeah. I started on it like an hour ago. And, God, I've gotten so much faster at these. Jesus. What?
I don't think he realized how stressful a move is.
Oh, yeah. Moving is a nightmare.
Yeah. I don't think he was fit. He was tracking all that. Hello, Ty. And Jonathan and Cy from YouTube.
Sorry, they were complaining that you're quiet, because usually I have it. Now he should be
That's me. How did you quiet me? The world would like to know.
I have my desktop audio at -25 usually, just so when I'm editing something, it's not annoying.
No. You want me to leave you alone then?
No, it's okay. You can hang out for a bit. I mean,
Thought we'd chat, see how things are going with you.
I'm okay. I have a head cold. I woke up with a cold.
Dude, the whole office has a cold, so you're lucky you're not working here.
It's really annoying. I'm sure it'll go away throughout the day, but like, it's that really annoying cough where it's not scratchy. It just happens and nothing comes out.
Yep. No, I've got that recently. That's why I was slamming out so many audios.
Mm-hmm. I hope it's better before I have to film.
Good news, bad news, and good news for you.
Okay.
The bad news is we got a call on one of those games, so they want us to try and get a sample for them by this weekend.
Oh, okay. I guess that's also the bad news.
No. The good news is Dan's gonna handle it,
Oh, okay.
unless here's the what if I gotta tell you.
Mm-hmm.
We got a request to go to the Spider-Verse movie from the
Ooh.
press junket. I'm already going to a prior engagement that I can't mention, but you know what it is, I think.
I don't. Probably not. I don't know.
So if they my counter was I can send my co-host. I've already got a prior engagement for that day.
Mm-hmm.
So Dan might go to that, in which case he can't edit the video for the gaming company.
What if I go and Dan edits it?
I'm sure Dan will be 100% on board with that.
Hey, I went to a movie premiere once and didn't even get to see the movie, so I feel like my.
What was that? I would never bring you someplace, at least unless you knew.
It was the Civil War premiere. I went with Scott.
Oh yeah, that explains it right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they didn't there were a few +1s, and apparently we didn't know if the +1s were gonna get tickets until we got there, and they were like, "Nope, sorry." So I just sort of did nothing when they were watching the movie. It's very upsetting.
Yeah, that's kind of a dick move. Hey,
It was weird.
you want to come with this really cool movie premiere? You might see the movie.
I was glad I at least got to go, but yes, this is Comic Historian. But it was a fun experience. I just wish I also had gotten to see the movie.
Yeah, I've done a couple of those. The Justice League was cool. The Finest Hours was boring.
Yeah, they seem very hit or miss, I feel.
Most of the time, they're boring in general. Like, it's not fun. Like, you don't get to meet the actors or anything like that.
I think a lot of it is just the experience. Like, it's cool to. Well, you get to.
No,
see
it
the
is.
movie
It's
early
it's
as
it's kind of like Paris because Natalie's from Paris, right?
Mm-hmm.
The first two times I went there, Paris is amazing. The third time, I'm like, not quite so much. Now everyone's like, "Oh, isn't it exciting to go to Paris all the time?" I'm like, "No, it's a dirty city once you get off the tourist track." I feel it's the same way with the red carpet thing. Like, if you're not the star going there one time, like, it's cool to do and be like, "I'm a part of that. That was cool." And then every follow up, you're like, "This is actually really boring." And I'm in a really stuffy suit, and I'm in a really uncomfortable seat at a theater.
Yeah, I know. It also, I guess, it depends on, what you're going for, because I think everyone that went, because it was the people I knew that went to the Civil War one. I met new people, but the only people I knew previously were, Andre from Black Nerd, Eris, Scott, and that's it. And they all they got to meet some people, but it wasn't set up. It was just. They had a little area just along with the rest of the press where they could interview people as they were walking on the carpet.
Nice.
But they had.
Yeah, I remember seeing pictures of that one. I was kind of like, "What? Why wasn't I invited to that one?" Not gonna lie. When I see images from companies that do invites to comic book companies, I kind of wonder, did I miss an email?
I remember. I'm pretty sure because that one was Comic Cave, and they still do the red carpets. But that one was specifically it was the guy, the PR guy, just invited the channels that he actually watched, which was the only reason NerdSync was invited.
Yeah, I forget how I found that out, but I did find that out through the grapevine.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't because
I try not to get full of myself, but when it comes to comic book people getting invited from YouTube, I normally kind of go, "Wait, what did I miss?"
Where's my invite?
Yeah, no, you get the size of my channel, you kind of get that attitude. I mean, even if you don't want to, you're just kind of like, "Why wasn't I invited? Who did I piss off?"
I mean, there's so many channels with our subscriber base that nobody knows about these days. It's nuts.
Kevin's thanking you and me for doing this thing. He's like, "Thank you." He's like, "I just started this morning." He's like, "I got so much going on." I'm like, "Dude, it's fine." All of us get it. I think you moved 2 years ago, didn't you?
Uh-huh. I mean, I only moved 10 minutes up the road, but still.
Dude, even when I moved to the condo to here, you saw the condo in the house.
Yeah. Moving sucks in any capacity.
Oh, I'm going to see if I can fly you out here mid-December or early January.
Yay.
I know we were supposed to do it 3 weeks ago. I mean, 3 months ago?
Yeah, 3 months ago.
Austin, right?
Who, me? No, I'm in Dallas.
Dallas. I don't know. They're little states inside of a state.
Yeah, Texas is huge. There's a whole.
I'm trying to see what would be the cheapest now that we've got things worked out.
I mean, I could drive down to
So
Austin
everyone's
and
coming.
fly
So
from
if
there, but
it'd be the week before Christmas, that's probably going to cost a shit ton.
this is true. Apparently,
I
people
would've
didn't know I'm in Texas. Yes, I am.
If you were
in
to
Texas.
fly in late night Tuesday, we hang out Wednesday. Thursday, we record some shit. You're on it. What'd that cost?
Ooh.
Wow. You good to go on Frontier?
On what? What's happening?
The Frontier flights, that shitty flight?
Is that what I did last time?
They're the cheap ones that you don't even get like a water.
Oh, no, I don't think I did Frontier. The last one that you guys booked for me was I forget what it was, but I had to pay for a carry-on, and that caught me off guard.
Yeah, that's Frontier.
Okay.
But American's good either way.
Whatever happened to the like $50 plane tickets that we were looking at?
Those happen during the right seasons. Christmas is not a season where they're trying to get people to get the tickets.
Right. Because I remember we were joking that I could just fly up for the weekend every other weekend.
Yeah, well, that's just Christmas is not that
They're
season, but
50
this
bucks.
Christmas ticket
Right.
is super cheap. So after Andy and everyone comes through here, I'll see what's up and see if we can get you down here as well.
Cool.
Get you on some shows.
Who's this guy?
Promote
Hey,
the revival
man
of your
in chat.
channel.
Why are you yelling at me to kill my channel? What's happening? I've been ignoring
what?
the chat because I'm talking to you. I don't know if this guy's trolling me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know you, Sai.
Or channel dying.
Your
What happened
vids
to your channel?
are unwatchable. Can't even get past 2 minutes without hearing you whine about something, shaking my head.
I think you got yourself a troll. I think you got a troll.
What a silly boy. I feel like you're cherry picking videos if you're just watching the ones where I complain. I'll let him be. He's not hurting anyone else, just me.
Just you? But it's not really hurting you. He's just giving you a chuckle.
No, he's just being a goof. I don't know if he's actually complaining about my content or if he's just having a laugh, but
No, if you look up, he's been yelling that shit for a while now.
okay. Well, now he says he's not a troll.
Well, of course the troll's is gonna say he's not a troll.
He's trying to be like a spy troll.
He's a spy troll. I've been watching Mission Impossible. He's a quadruple
Undercover
agent.
troll. You gotta sign my Spider-Woman Funko. Yeah, apparently they made one of those for New York Comic Con and no one told me.
Oh, you're gonna get a kick out of this. We were gonna give this to you to do, and we totally forgot.
What was it?
Dan put this together for social media pushes. It's just a quick clip for social.
Can I watch it on stream?
Yeah, you can. It's gonna be attached to the Twitters and shit.
What the hell? I just got a super chat. Hey, Trip,
What?
thanks for the $10. I'm pretty good. How are you? Let me watch this clip thing. Oh, it came through there. That's why. I'm trying to put it on stream so people don't.
Oh, Sai's one of your Nerd Sync guys. That's what that is.
Nerd Sync guy?
He says that you just make rant videos now, but as long as I've known you, it's always been rant videos.
I mean, he's just complaining that I don't make the show with issues every week because I am far busier than I was 2 years ago. It's almost like people change. Let's watch this thing. Oh god.
Now he made me look up Nerd Sync. Apparently Scott's now on a once-a-month schedule.
I feel like he's been on a once-a-month schedule for centuries. Maybe now he just admits it.
Yeah, I know.
I imagine Orem to be the small desk worker that everyone throws additional work on your desk. Not really. I mean, I don't know. I just do what I'm told, for the most part.
Wait, what are you saying about him?
Somebody.
Imagine a small desk worker. Yeah, you know what? I'll give this to you. That's kind of how it's been for the last month for him.
Yeah, that's true. I've
Hey,
just been
hey,
like,
Dylan, you free? I need this tomorrow.
I need this yesterday. Another $2 from Trip Good, whose video are edited for. If you're asking what video this is, it's for the man I'm speaking to right now.
Comic Historian.
That's the one.
This is the Batman Beyond Scarecrow story.
Target Batman is what it's called.
Yeah, but we're not going to call it that. That's less clickbait.
Oh yeah. I'm probably. I don't
Scarecrow
know if
Beyond.
I'm
Huh?
trying to see if they have a Scarecrow logo in here, because if they don't, I'll probably put Target Batman in the thumbnail. But Scarecrow's going in the thumbnail, at the very least. Hello, Daniel.
Scott's busy. Okay, let's have a look at his Twitter. Let's see how busy Scott is.
I'm sure he's very busy.
Oh, he's so busy.
I don't know what he gets up to these days. You forgot to subscribe to Benny. We'll go fix that. Get us to 3 million.
Yeah. You out of your mind? I would never hurt you. Scott's so busy. Yeah, I'm busy. No, I mean Scott, right?
Oh, good. Thank you, Ty. I'm surprised, like, this is a weird group of people in my stream right now, because I don't
It
recognize...
very much is.
I don't recognize any of these humans, and usually I have, like, a good group of, like, 6 people that I recognize. I guess it's a weird time. What is that? Oh, okay, there's a regular. Hi, Ted. What is the conversion rate on that before I freak out?
On what?
Knock? Was it Sweden? Where are you, Ted?
Not Scott. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what that.
Ted. It's a long story. He's one of the regulars. I don't even want to try and discern what that string of emoji means. It's like $3. All right, cool. Thanks for the $3. Real ones out here. Barbara Gordon. I'm not saying that you people haven't been here before. I'm just saying usually the chat is nothing but regulars. You can.
I'm a regular.
Lurker. Are you a regular? Do you watch my streams, Benny?
I knew you were streaming.
You sure didn't.
Benny just woke up. Benny hasn't had his coffee or nothing yet. If you want to hear early morning Cranky Benny, you should go join Cranky Benny when he plays Hitman early mornings. I'm really bad at it, Dylan. You should join me in my next morning stream.
I didn't know you did morning streams.
Yeah, if you moved here, we'd get you more involved in everything we're doing. But no, you want to live in Texas.
Yeah, I like it here.
I don't know why.
That's what I try to convince myself of. I just like my apartment. Like, if this apartment existed in Colorado as it existed here, I would move to Colorado.
Everyone's moving here. I've only got 2 people left that don't live local.
Hey, every company needs a couple good remote guys. That way, if like a bomb hits Colorado, Comic Storian will live on through Sean and I.
That would be hilarious. I could totally see if something happens, you just make a video like a week after. So I'm the Comic Storian now. I'm the only one left.
Oops.
They all died in the bomb.
Colorado was nuked. It's a good thing we diversified our portfolio.
I'm currently trying to figure out how to change where the funds go.
Yeah, that's true. I would not know how to get a hold of the money.
The next Deadpool's tomorrow. Well, it's a little wonky because of we got to put an ad out today. So right now it's scheduled for tomorrow. You'll see the Deadpool video either today or tomorrow. I mean tomorrow or Thursday though. I'm not bumping it a week, so it'll be one of those 2.
I don't do
It's the next one where he tries to figure out how to be a normal mercenary without powers.
Interesting. Seems like a Deadpool trope. This story is was very
CTV is
predictable.
sadly no longer hosted on the YouTube channel. That has nothing to do with us. We loved doing it on the YouTube channel, and it got plenty of views, and Dylan loved putting it together.
It's a fun show.
We realized that by doing 2-hour-long shows a week that were podcast themed, we were hurting the algorithm. So we have to pick one. So Comics Experiment wins, and the other ones are on Patreon and Twitch.
Speaking of, I probably will be able to get that up for Patreon with the video and all.
Okay, I was gonna ask you if you could. You saw the spoiler that I said in it, right? Okay.
Say that again.
So what happened with the spoiler thing? We were questioning. I'm not going to give the spoiler in your stream. Don't worry.
Okay.
But we were questioning who the new Green Arrow is.
Oh
And the
yeah.
chat was like, "Oh, that got spoiled like a while ago because they apparently titled one of the scripts that."
I mean, it's really obvious.
Yeah. Well, no, because I had my theories and my guesses. I mean, I didn't know who it was when they told me.
Okay.
So well, anyway, because no, you know my philosophy on spoilers, you can't spoil it for me because I don't give a shit. And I was like,
Sure.
fine, whatever, tell me. I didn't realize we were streaming to like 200 to 250 people
Oh no.
who may not want that spoiler.
Oops.
And that made me realize we may not want to give spoilers for future episodes when our whole shtick is we don't even talk about this week's episodes.
Right. It's probably not
So.
the best.
Yeah.
So you
So we
want
thought
me
we'd just
to-
pull that section out, make it like a separate video, so those who are
Okay.
interested can see that discussion.
I gotcha. I think I'm caught up. Yeah, because the new episode of Arrow is the spoiler from last week's episode or yesterday's episode?
It's the mid-season finale.
Oh, so that's wait, what?
The title of the mid-season finale said who the new
title
Green
of it,
Arrow is.
okay. Oh.
So everyone was telling me they
So the episode's
renamed
not
the
even out
title.
yet.
Right.
Gotcha.
Which is why I'm like, well, let's just pull it out because I don't care. I mean, I can type it to you in here to see if you got it right. Like, I had it wrong.
Sure. I'm curious.
Apparently, this is who they say it is.
I don't even know what that name means, so I was wrong, but
She's from the comics.
I don't read.
See, I'm already spoiling. I'm gonna stop.
Green Arrow?
So
Yeah, it's fine. We don't. That I'm glad it's not who the obvious answer was though. I can give a little more faith in Arrow. Talking about Arrow today in the video that's going up today on my channel. Yeah, I have no idea who that is.
there, that's who it is.
Oh, okay.
I love the character in the comics. One of my favorites.
Okay, so it's like sort of what I was thinking, but so it was a red herring. Cool. Good job, Arrow writers. Actually.
Yeah, apparently the title revealed that, and but it wasn't like outright, but people figured it out based on the title, so they changed the title.
Yeah.
So,
Also,
any
Ted,
thoughts
thanks
on
for the
Thor 2018?
$100.
I know I love Thor. I cannot read the Thor comics.
Why not? They're great.
They are great. You know how I read comics, right, Dylan? Where I kind of speed read through them so I can do a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
The font stops me. I can't do it. I'm not even joking.
That's hilarious.
My brain can't process that in the way that I read the other comics, so I can't read Thor.
I had a conversation with some people in my Discord about speed reading and everything, and I don't understand it. Everyone was like,
What do you
"Yeah,
mean?
I'll skim things and like skip over entire text bubbles," and I'm like, "What? Don't do that." I don't understand it. That's why I'm always behind on comics, because apparently I take 16 years to read comics in comparison to.
Well, when you're
Like
reading
you.
30 a week, Dylan, to keep up with them like I do, you pick up some good speed reading habits.
Sure. But like my solution to that is just not read 30 a week.
But no, you're right.
That's why I read like 7.
But this is why I'm the comic historian.
Sure. And I just
And
have a
you're Dylan.
corner.
I have a corner.
Why is everybody yelling in my chat right now? Alright, this guy's just spamming now, so I'm gonna time him out. Talking about SJW Marvel. Jesus Christ.
I haven't even felt like that with Marvel in a while now, actually. Ever since CB, whatever. Took them like a year to fucking change things around, but I haven't felt like that at all.
That's because it takes a while for that
Oh, no,
change
I
was so
agree. Yeah,
sudden.
you can't instantly change things.
Right. That's what everybody that was criticizing him at the start didn't understand, that books are planned months in advance. So
I'm pulling
obviously
up
it
this
was gonna
week's
take a
comics. I want
while.
to see which one of these I felt was heavy. Nope.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Nope.
I didn't even Colorless Vorak. I will mute Premiere because I didn't even realize. I am so used to that garbled sound that you're hearing that it does not bother me. But I don't need it right now, so I'll turn it off.
I know some people are claiming West Coast Avengers, but I find that book hilarious.
I haven't read it. I need to because I know I'd love it. But
Yeah, nothing that came out this week do I consider like a heavy-handed SJW political push.
mm-hmm. Now I haven't heard too many people complaining about it outside of just the regulars who will never give the books a chance.
Right. No, exactly. Yeah, nothing on this list here. If anything, the only thing I could see would be the West Coast Avengers thing, but that's just a different take, and I find that book hilarious, so I'm good with it.
That's
Have you been reading West Coast Avengers?
No, I'm not. That's why I was saying I need to, because I know I'd like it, but it's too many books.
The way they handle the reality show thing is actually really.
That's good.
Yeah. Because that was my big concern. I'm like, really? We're doing a reality show now? This is all the Marvel has left?
Well, they
Read the
did
first
that back
issue.
in Civil War.
No, but this is supposed to be like a comedy thing. Like the pitch was Kate Bishop wants to make them, and they've got like Kate's boyfriend and things like that.
Sure.
One, her boyfriend's like superhero. I think it was just pitched really badly.
Mm.
The boyfriend's a guy that can change. He's kind of like Absorbing Man,
Okay.
but he keeps vibranium on a nose ring so he can touch it and always have vibranium.
Ooh, smart.
Yeah. Clint doesn't want to be on it because doesn't want to be on the West Coast Avengers anymore. So Kate can't get funding because Clint won't join. So Quentin Queer, Quire, I always called him Queer, and everyone told me I was wrong finally. 2 years of calling him Quentin Queer. Anyway,
It's definitely not kinda queer.
he brings in the reality show to fund the West Coast Avengers.
Hmm.
And he brings them in because he promised them like some crazy things that he wasn't doing. He was just playing video games all day.
Fair enough.
It's really funny. It really actually is. So far, though, I loved what they did with Gwenpool because Gwenpool showed up and she wasn't what we left off with. And so there's a whole sequence where she's falling out of the sky and she's like, well, I'm Gwenpool, so I'm just going to go ahead and, pull myself out of the panel and go back in and save myself. And she's like, well, that's not working. I guess I don't have powers anymore.
Whoops. I forgot she was in that.
Yeah, and then you have Quentin Queer. He was like, and then Quentin Quire. He's like, he's like, Quinn, I've seen you use your powers. Why don't you use your powers? And she's like, I don't have powers. I don't know what you're talking about. And then, so that's like one of the mysteries now. What happened to her powers?
She'll figure it out. She's Gwenpool.
Did you end up reading Gwenpool?
Yeah, I love Gwenpool.
Okay.
I've read it from the start.
Couldn't remember if you had read that one.
I've had many conversations about Gwenpool with Drake because he hates Deadpool, but he loves Gwenpool, and I do not understand.
Drake's an oddball, but I love Drake.
Yeah, he's
How's he
got
doing?
some strange opinions. He's good. He's he just put out a Sonic video on the Sonic comics, and it's doing really well.
People have asked me to do that forever, man. I've read them. I just never get around to doing it.
He loves the new ones. Apparently, they're really good because they rebooted.
Yeah, no, the new ones are really, really good.
Mhm.
I was reading them for the longest time.
That's what his video's about. Apparently, people like the video.
Make more Sonic videos? I don't
Go
think
back
either
to
of us
videos.
have made one Sonic video.
Oh, you don't know about my dark past.
Did you really?
Yeah, I started making videos when I was 10, and they were pretty much all about Sonic.
Oh my god.
My
So now we're going to cover a Sonic comic. I'm going to make it like 40 minutes long just to make you do it.
no. Have PTSD flashbacks.
It's on the schedule.
Oh god. I wonder how that would do. A Sonic comic. Probably
We've been
pretty
doing
good.
a weekly gaming thing. I think it's just going to become our Sunday projects. So that if it doesn't get done for whatever the reason, it's not a big deal. That's why Sunday started freeing up.
Yeah. That works.
That's just because Benny stopped giving a fuck. Benny wants to cover some cool books. Benny wants to cover the Warframe comic. Benny's going to cover the Warframe comic. Fuck you all.
Can't stop me.
Can't stop me now.
My secret Sonic OC. I don't think I ever made Sonic OC. I made Pokemon OC.
Did you?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
What was your Pokemon OC?
Hold on. I'll bring him up on my.
I'll bring him up. I've got a folder dedicated to him.
Well, I think they're still on my DeviantArt. From a
You have a
long time ago.
DeviantArt?
I used to have a DeviantArt. Yeah.
You tell me you also have a Tumblr. We're done.
I made a Tumblr out of necessity a long time ago when I was like trying, and my friends were like, "Yeah, you should make a Tumblr." So I did, but then I hated it, so I never used it. What the hell
Oh my
was my
God.
DeviantArt? I feel like one of these people in chat will know my DeviantArt. If anybody knows my DeviantArt, tell me. 'Cause I don't remember. But I scanned in. I used to want to draw a lot, and I took a lot of inspiration from the Pokemon anime, and I would try and draw Pokemon.
Ooh, here's a good one. What are your thoughts
That's
on
what
Robert
counts.
Jefferson?
He's a funny man. I just started to type Rob Jefferson into DeviantArt. That's not it. Here they are. 2 Pokemon OC.
Oops, the page you're looking for does not exist.
Here, are you looking at the stream?
I am.
There's one. There's
Why
2.
did you draw Sheik taking her top off?
I did not draw that. That was it's a funny meme that I favorited when I was like 12.
When I was 12.
These are from 2012. I was, how old was I? 14 when I drew these. So this
Not
was
bad for being 14.
this was my character. This is
You
supposed
should have
to be
said I was
me.
like 10.
And then this is like the villain of whatever story I was making, I guess. He had like goat legs or some shit. I don't remember what I was thinking.
Whoa, he was like half Pokemon.
Yeah.
You were into like furry Pokemon shit, huh?
I was never into furry stuff. But here's another one, an earlier version of my character that I digitally colored using the program Adobe Fireworks. Very interesting. I also made fake Pokemon cards. Drew some Pokemon.
I mean, it's cool. I love the way you're explaining it. Yeah, I made this story.
This was the start of well, this wasn't the start, but this was very early me learning compositing software with Fireworks.
Nice. Impatient Aurum.
That's what it's called. Because apparently I didn't know how to. I couldn't fuck with hands, so I just hid his hands behind his head and in his Leal hoodie. I don't know why I have the. I think that's the GS ball on my belt. Very strange. I was a weird kid.
You're still a weird guy, Dylan.
Oh, sure. But I mean, it's like that Mitch Hedberg joke. I used to be a weird kid. I'm still weird, but I used to, too.
Wait, Minecraft Story Mode is on Netflix? How do you play it on Netflix?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Wait, no, there are games on Netflix.
Wait, what?
I've heard of this. Yeah. Hold on. Like you know, whenever you would buy a DVD and it would
Shut up.
Netflix will add games to its streaming lineup.
Oh, that's that Christmas Chronicles. I wanted to see that.
Yeah, because there's like some shows that are like choose your own adventure shows or something. Yeah, well, there's one being made for Puss in Boots or something, where it's like it's an interactive movie.
Hi everyone. Welcome to Minecraft Story Mode.
I can't even mute this. And it's subtitles.
That is my assistant Ruben.
It's very. I don't understand what Netflix is trying to do, but more power to them, I guess.
Well, now I guess I'm gonna play it.
You're gonna play Minecraft Story Mode on Netflix.
You just click stuff.
That makes sense.
It really does. All right, I gotta go get ready for the flight. I'm gonna record. I'll let you know what's going on with that gaming thing. It is quick if you do it. It's one issue long.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
If Dan ends up going to LA, you're gonna have to knock it out. I don't have any other options.
Okay.
You're the last man standing.
The last bastion. The last editor. Works for me.
So, all right, man. I'll talk to you in a little bit.
Okay.
Bye, chat.
Bye-bye. That was Benny the Comic Historian, everyone. I can pay my full attention to you idiots now. I'm sorry, that was rude. We gotta make the music now. So Benny gave me, what is this, 7 music tracks? I need 5? So we can cut 2 of these out. I'm just gonna cut the last 2 and just do them linearly because I think that's how we listen to them. There goes the entertaining person. Wow. Thanks, Vorak. It's not rude or anything. Just checking to see if these, like... I mean, he sent them to me. If Benny ever sends me music, I will use that. Usually I find my own music, but... I'm glad this is fun. I've made, what, like 20 bucks from Super Chat somehow? Which I greatly appreciate. I know people like when I stream. I just... there's this very specific mindset. Oh, he's still watching. It's just Creepy Tones. You can find replacements if you want. No, I won't. I don't need to. I like them. They match. It's just, you have, Benny, if you're still watching, you have sent me music before where I'm like, this doesn't fit at all, so then I'll find something else, but usually the stuff that you send me works well enough. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I have to be in a very specific mindset to stream, because the only thing I stream really is work. And when I'm working... it goes a lot faster if I'm not streaming because I don't have to stop to talk to chat or anything, and I make a lot fewer mistakes. But like this stuff, the mindless stuff, after I lay the panels and do all the editing, that's fine. I can do that, no problem, while talking to people. It'll still take longer, but like it took me about an hour to do this. Basically, it took me about an hour to lay the panels, cut the audio and everything. But I feel like if I were streaming, it would have taken like 2 hours. And the only reason I don't stream games more is because it's a lot more involved. The process is a lot more involved. Because all of my gaming systems are out in my living room. I'll just do it by the number. They're all out in my living room. And I have a 4K TV, and some of my gaming systems output a 4K signal. So, like, I can't stream PS4 stuff, which is why I didn't stream Spider-Man, because I don't have a 4K Elgato. Which I think I could... stream it with my regular Elgato, but I didn't want to play Spider-Man in not 4K, because what's the point of buying all the shit that I bought? Not specifically for Spider-Man. I bought my PS4 Pro for God of War, and Spider-Man eventually, but what's happening? There's a noise going on. My cat is doing something. Stop! I don't know what, I just hear a noise. Dadivore. People do call it that for funny jokes. I did this wrong. See, that's a mistake I made. Because I was talking. This needs to be 310. But yeah. I guess I'll try and stream more. I feel like I say that every time I stream. Because I haven't streamed in a while. And people seem to enjoy it. Hi, Pietro. He's done making the strange noise he was making. Oh, this one can be 4 minutes. It's fine. I'm gonna have to redo the timing in Premiere anyway. This just gets it around where it should be. This one, another 4 minute, yeah, 4:05. I'm curious, is there anyone here who has discovered my channel recently? like within the past month? And if so, what video did you find me on? Cause from the I've been looking at the analytics lately from No Break November, and I have only lost subscribers. That definitively is true. And I sort of expected it, honestly, just purely because of burnout and me not uploading after a while. You upload and it's like, hey, this guy, I don't remember him, and then bye-bye, and also changes to content and everything. So I expected that. But everything else has gone up. So I don't know. I was just kind of curious if there was anybody here who is new to the whole dealio. You know, you feel. Oh, I severely underdid that one. Oopsies. It's like Christmas for a month. I don't know if I would describe these videos as Christmas. That's overselling it, I feel. But hey, if that's what it feels like to you, thanks. Disney is making a movie that's basically evil Damian Wayne meets elves. What? What are you talking about? I don't know the words you choose to say. Hey, this one worked pretty well. It's still a little too long. I'm gonna sneeze. No, I'm not. What? Why did that payment go through today? I thought that was supposed to go through like weeks ago. That's weird. I just had a payment made on my mattress that I bought a while ago. But I thought it was supposed to go through like 2 weeks ago. Maybe the email 2 weeks ago was just telling me that there was going to be a payment made soon. That's probably what it was. It's about an evil kid genius who kidnaps an elf. Okay. Took a semi-long break from your channel after last year. For some reason, I caught a glimpse of your Detective Pikachu vid, then decided to rewatch your content, and I've been here ever since. Cool. What you're describing sounds like YouTube stopped showing my videos to you, and then randomly one day it decided to actually show you one. And it happened to be the Detective Pikachu one, probably because that was relevant in YouTube's eyes.
Terry tells Melanie that they'll talk later, and he hurries down into the back, and as he gets closer to Terry, he smacks it away.
Alright. One more thing to do before this video's done. We gotta eat shit and die. No, we gotta get all the panels whited out. Yeah, I'm glad people have enjoyed No Break November. It seems pretty unanimous that people are on board with it. As it stands currently, I'm gonna try and get 2 videos out every week after, or like going forward. There's no like secret, uh-oh, I'm doing daily videos for the rest of time. I'm not fucking doing that. 'Cause, I mean, the hardest thing about this whole dealio, this whole No Break November, aside from coming up with things to talk about, which, you know, doing that daily would be a nightmare in and of itself, which is why I curated a list of 30 with the help of you guys at the start of the month, because if I didn't have that, I would be going stir crazy. because I can just refer to a list and be like, oh, okay, I'll talk about that today. Other than that, the hardest thing has just been filming when I really don't want to film. Just faking enthusiasm, basically, which is really tough. And I'm not trying to like. Not trying to say that I'm not enjoying myself when I'm filming these things. It's just it's very. It is sometimes difficult to work up the, all the energy that you need to talk to a camera for 5 minutes. I wished you stopped at "we need to eat shit and die." It seems to be your mood after this month. It's nothing against you guys. It's just, it's a lot. And it only takes like an hour to produce one of the videos, sometimes less. But like, there are days where it's just the filming, like turning the camera on and being happy with what I'm doing takes a lot out of you, which is ultimate, like that was one of the reasons, and I think this has worked pretty well, of one of the, Jesus, my cats, one of the reasons that a lot of my more planned content never, and I think I talked about this in the intro video, one of the reasons that stuff took so long to produce and sometimes never got done was because I would stress out so much over trying to find like the perfect mood for myself to film at and have everything look good and have myself look good, that I would end up not doing it because I would stress too much out about being like, I don't know, I kind of don't feel good today, blah blah blah. But anyway, that being said, the plan right now is to, well, not be so strict about the schedule. Be strict enough to where I am hitting at least one video a week. But if I can't, like, it's fine. Like, if I missed a day this month, I would have been a little hard on myself, because that was the entire point, was to get a video out every day, just to see if I could. Which, I mean, it's not over yet, but I have, like, 2 days left. So, and the other thing is, I kind of lost my train of thought. Let me start over. The point being that I want to try and get 2 videos out a week on Tuesday and Thursday, or just, at some point during the week. Maybe not even do strictly Tuesday and Thursday, but one of them would be an Orum's Forum type thing, where it's just low editing, just sort of whatever. Probably longer video, maybe shorter. Might be in the style of a No Break November, depending on what I'm talking about. And then the other video would be a more produced one that I've been working on for a while. Probably not something that I started on and finished that week. But it would be something like, and I haven't, at this exact moment, I haven't announced it yet, but in No Break November's episode today, I announced at the end that the finale of No Break November, which is Thursday's video, that will be my Earth 65 video that has been in development hell for like a year. And that's mostly because I wanted to end this month on a video that wasn't the same as all of the rest of them, so it was going to be a more produced one. It was either going to be one of my Pokemon Orum's Forums that I've had sitting in my phone for a while, or an episode of the Show with Issues that I've had written for a while. And because Into the Spider-Verse is coming out, I figured now is a great time to try and get that Earth 65 video out. So that's what I'm going to do. Hey, stop it. What are you screeching at, Wanda? What was that about? My cats are very weird and annoying. But yeah. So that's the plan. I don't even know if I used this page. I'm just sort of doing this blindly. Oop. And I might film the Earth 65 video today. Probably not, actually. I'm filming for an example of like the more produced content that I would get out in addition to the more lower effort one. I have a video that I want to do that's going to involve multiple people, and I don't know when it's going to come out. Maybe next week, maybe 2 weeks from now. But I'm starting filming on it tomorrow. So it would be stuff that... Okay, this one, it's just this area. It would be stuff that I planned a while out. And I would just sort of... Like, I might... Like, usually in a week... I feel like I can after doing this for a month, there's usually like 3 or 4 days in a week, well, more like 2 or 3 days in a week where I really don't want to film anything, and 1 or 2 of those is like bad where I really don't want to film anything. So using that logic, if I'm releasing 2 videos every week, and I'm just like, if I just tell myself to film like 1 produced thing a week. Hey, calm down. Then ideally every week I will at least have something on the back burner that I can just edit and get up. I'm just kind of rambling. I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. I hope any of this makes sense. Who the heck knows? I sure don't. I didn't use this page. Am I still on the first issue? God. I can't tell if this is genuinely taking me longer than usual because I'm streaming, or if it just feels a lot longer because I'm talking. Because usually when I'm doing this part, I'm listening to a podcast or music. And I think that warps the time. Makes it feel like it's going by a lot faster. But because I'm talking, it feels like forever. Yeah, it's possible that it's both. I don't know. This part is really boring. Especially without a podcast. I actually sometimes look forward to doing this part. Because it lets me listen to a podcast. Because I can't listen to a podcast when I'm doing most of the other parts. Because they all involve audio. Spider-Gwen was the 5th most bought book in October. That's awesome. Spider-Gwen is great. I'm glad that people are finally coming around and like realizing how good she is. It's a big part of my video. It's just that she's a neat cookie. I don't know why she's a cookie. Dude, I got some cookies in my fridge right now. Like some cookie dough. I'm gonna slam that up soon. It's like 12 cookies. I made some cookies on Thanksgiving with the same cookie dough, and then went to a friend's place and brought I ate like 3 of them, and then brought the remaining with me, and ate 1 there, and then the rest were gone. I was like, oh fuck, all my cookies. But luckily I didn't make all the dough because my pan wasn't big enough. So now I still have some. I also have some ice cream in my freezer. I have a strange amount of sweets in my apartment right now. Usually if I have food, it's usually not like bad for me. But right now I have a lot of sweets for some reason. I think I went to the grocery store wanting sweets, which is never a good idea. Never go to the grocery store hungry, let alone wanting bad food. Yeah, read Spider-Gwen. It's fantastic. You won't be disappointed. If you are disappointed, don't blame me. Blame yourself for having bad taste. I don't know if anybody's read this Batman Beyond book, but it's really predictable from what I can tell by editing this video. I can't tell if that's like intentional, because some people like to write intentionally predictable stories, which seems a bit backwards to me. What are you doing? Why are you so annoyed right now, Wanda? Chill out. She's getting real pissy. Stop it, Wanda. Ugh. Did I use this one? I don't fucking know. I don't think so. Sorry about the noises I'm making into the microphone, by the way. They're probably not great. I'm trying not to... Like, I said it earlier, but I have a bit of a cold right now. I woke up with, like, a head cold. And plus, I'm in the midst of fixing my sleep schedule. So I've been up for a while. Which doesn't really play into the head cold thing, but I feel like it's relevant for some reason. It's not a big issue. Speaking of the word snot and issue, everyone go read Snot Girl right this goddamn instant. I still haven't read the second volume, but it's sitting on my nightstand. Or no, it's not my nightstand. It's like a coffee table that's in my bedroom that's used to be next to my bed. Used to be my nightstand, but it's not anymore. Did I use this one? I feel like I may have used this one. It's the problem with not like super like I've sort of been checked out of this video since I started the stream. It's another issue with every fucking time I stream working, I remember why I don't do it. I definitely use this one. So I remember this panel. I don't think I showed too much of it though. It's not up there for too long. And oh, okay. I'm gonna do this bit manually. There we go. Nope, 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 nope. Do you like the Premiere feature YouTube has introduced? Sort of. I don't think it's fully thought out yet, which is really the case for almost every feature that YouTube introduces. They like to pull the they like to introduce things half-baked ideas for everyone to use. I used it for my Maniac video. I premiered that. And I don't know. I have no proof for this, but I feel like it made the video do worse. Just because it was indexed too early, I guess. Maybe. But either way, like anecdotally, I have heard most people, and experienced it myself, of it just being too confusing. Like, if somebody schedules a premiere, they see it in their sub feed and they're like, oh, cool. And they click on it and then it's just, it'll be up in 12 hours or something. You're like, what the fuck? What? It's just confusing. It's at the current moment, it's difficult to differentiate between a video that's premiering and an actual video that's up in your sub feed. And also, this is just like, this is weird for me, because I am the one person that uses the YouTube TV app. But I use the YouTube TV app on my Roku TVs, and on there, any video that has been premiered, instead of saying like uploaded on a certain date, it'll say streamed live on this date, which is the same thing that it'll say for a stream. So if there's like an archived stream that you're watching, a YouTube stream, and you click on it after the fact, it'll say like streamed live on October 21st or whatever. If it was premiered, it'll say the same thing. So if it's like a video, just a standalone video that has premiered, it'll say streamed live on October 21st instead of premiered live or whatever, or just premiered on. And it's like, okay, like I get that not a lot of people use YouTube TV, but fix your shit, YouTube. It's just adds another layer of confusion and like half-baked feature syndrome. I don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I've used the Premiere feature. I used it once, and because of a couple people saying like they were disappointed when they clicked on it in the sub feed and it wasn't available to watch yet, and my hunch that it made the video do worse, I have not used it since. And I like the concept of it for very specific types of videos. Like I like the concept of it for if you're premiering like a short film or something like that, to give a little more gravitas to, you know, a little more oomph to a video upload rather than just, well, there it is, it's up, you know. I like that idea, which is weird because it's sort of antithetical to what the algorithm actually wants, because no, you're not going to premiere like your 10-minute or your hour-long podcast that goes up every week that people already know is coming out. But you'll premiere like your 10-minute short film that's taken months to make, and like that's why I was interested in premiering an episode of the Show with Issues, because that's a little more premium content in the context of my channel. But like I'm not gonna premiere like a No Break November episode. Why would I do that? There's not deserving of that. It's interesting. It's for sure an interesting feature that has its place among it's a tool that people who want it will use, but I don't think it's fully thought out yet, and I don't know how widely used it should be. Oh, that was just bad. I'm just, whatever. I'll fix it. What are you doing, Pietro? He's trying to get into the equipment closet right now. Just like sticking his feet under it. Like a little gremlin. Now he's playing with a toy that is right next to me. The most annoying thing in the world about cats, especially kittens, is their want to play with things that are not toys. It's so annoying. The Shazam comic starts next week, and so does Doomsday Clock. Cool. I'll read the Shazam comic. I love Shazam. He's a cool dude. Is there just another issue of Doomsday Clock, or does it finish next week? Because I don't think I'm like a month behind right now, but I'm pretty sure I didn't miss an issue of Doomsday Clock. Hey Pietro, you want to chill? Just a suggestion. He says no. Never. Another issue? Cool. I'm down with that. I'm down with the sickness. Oh, that quick selection tool is way faster than the magic wand. I need to practice using it. Yeah, the quick selection tool is super good. Magic wand has its places, has its uses. I would say the magic wand is good for selecting stuff like this, where it's like one color with little variance. Yeah, the quick selection tool is more for selecting like shapes. I use the quick selection tool for this. I didn't actually use this page. For this specifically, because it's basically working on contrast. So it works really well for word bubbles because it's picking up the contrast. Like, this is a bad example, but right here it's picking up the contrast of straight white to a bunch of colors and then immediately like a black barrier between it, so we can be like, oh, okay, that's a shape that it can grab onto. And it also works for, like, I will use it to select people out of things. Like here I could just go through and, you know, now I've got this guy selected, not completely, but it works pretty well for that. If it's a darker image or there's not as much contrast between the character and the background, it can get a little more frustrating. Like if I just wanted to select Bruce's chair right here, it's gonna select all of this off the bat because it can't, like, Photoshop doesn't know that that's a chair. It just knows that it's a black blob that to a human looks like a chair. So yeah, it works pretty well. I like the quick select tool. I hardly ever use the magic wand, just because it, like, for my specific cases, usually the magic wand is used to get rid of a white background from an image. But if I'm finding an image with a white background, I'm just gonna find the already PNG version of it with that background removed, because doing it yourself can sometimes add compression and have white little gross marks on the sides. Just usually there already is an alpha channeled version of it somewhere out there. Oh yeah, content aware fill is fucking Adobe backwater black magic 100%, especially with the new update of it where you can choose which parts it's sampling from. It's nuts. Content aware is insane. I did not use this page. I'm probably going to use this as the logo though for the thumbnail. So I'll remember that. Did not use this. Yeah, here's an example of content aware fill for people that don't know what it is. It's fucking nuts. It's so it's ridiculous. Like that right there isn't great. It's a little bit of a blemish, but I can go in with like the bandage tool here and just, yeah, that was just the bandage tool. One click, gone. That's fucking beautiful. You would never know. You would never know. So yeah, it's fucking nutty. And it like, you can do way crazier shit than that. That's a very basic example of content aware fill, but that shit is fucking crazy. Content aware fill is, huh. Alright, bye Ted. Have a good dinner. Adobe knows too much. Absolutely. Did I use this? I think so. Yeah, I used this. Yeah, I mean, if I really wanted to, we could go in, if we had more time, or wanted to put more, not wanted, but had more time to put more effort into the whiting out process of the bubbles here. you could probably get rid of all these bubbles, just completely get rid of them, instead of just whiting them out. Which I've done on occasion. I've taken them out, like I just did with that one as an example. Usually I wouldn't, just because. Whoops. Usually I don't, simply because, like, comics, the pages, they should look like they have text there, because Benny is often saying, like, that the characters are speaking, and if there are no speech bubbles there, then it sort of creates a dissonance of, like, wait, if he's saying they're saying something, but there's no speech bubbles, so are they actually saying something? So honestly, if DC was like, hey, we're going to provide you with pages that don't have the text bubbles, or the text boxes, if it was up to me, I'd be like, nah, just, I mean, if you want to give us the ones without the text, keep the speech bubbles in there, but just remove the text for us. But I would not want them to remove the bubbles completely, because I think they're important, even without words in them. And that is also why I make sure in our little credit here to, I believe this guy is the letterer, or girl, or I don't actually know who this person is, but I always make sure to credit the letterer in the art, because they're part of the art. This is the art. There's text on it. They put it there. So of course they should be credited. Why would they not be? That's something that even the comics themselves still aren't up on. I think some indie comics will do it, but on the front like the covers, currently the status quo is not to put the letterer on here. This is just the writer. I think this is like the penciler, inker, and colorer. But Photoshop crash? No. But usually you will not see a letterer on the front, on the cover of a comic, unfortunately. Do you have any comic recommendations as of late? Well, I'm currently a month behind. So in terms of, like, current shit, I'm honestly not in the correct headspace to recommend books right now, just because I haven't read anything in a while. But I don't know. I'm trying to think of things that I like last time I caught up, I was really into. I mean, I could always recommend stuff like Batgirl, and Spider-Geddon has been pretty fun so far, but again, I'm behind on it, so it could be terrible now for all I know. Like, I still haven't read Spider-Force, which there's 2 issues out of the 3 out so far, and Spider-Woman is in it. I haven't read it yet. I'm excited to. I've heard it's pretty good. Or it at least is a good portrayal of Jess. But, I don't know. That's a good question. I'm sorry I don't have a good answer. Try another day when I'm a month behind, but for some reason this past month in comics for me has been slow, because I'm only like 36 issues behind, which usually a month for me is a lot more than that, closer to 50. Because I think last time I needed to catch up, I was a month behind, and it was like 67 issues or something. But 36 that's easy. I can knock that out in like a day or 2. If I really try. I wanted to the other day, like when I got all my comics together and like made the list, I was gonna do it, but my iPad was dead. So I stuck it on the charger and watched some stuff, and I haven't gotten the urge since. That's the thing, I don't force myself to read comics anymore. I used to, when I was doing the show with reviews consistently. I would force myself to read every week, and especially since I was reading physical. Last time I read comics, like, forcing myself to weekly consistently, was when I was physical, which was like 2 years ago at this point. But now I'm constantly getting behind just because there's so much shit to catch up with constantly. Like shows and, you know, YouTube, movies, food. I gotta catch up on food. This is the Batman Beyond comic. Its storyline is called Target Batman. It's issues 20 through 24. We're coming up on being done. Whoever asked. Niels. How long have I been editing for YouTubers? Fuck. 5 years? Jesus. Maybe 5 years? Yeah. About 4 to 5 years. If not 5 years, almost 5 years. I've been with Comic Storian for like 2. This will be my 3rd year coming up. So, yeah, I don't remember. Time fucking goes by too fast. Yeah, I've been on YouTube since 2008, since I was 10. But I have been editing professionally for I think like 4, 5, I don't know. I think, yeah, it's 4 coming up on 5 years. I've been editing professionally. Because I think my first job, my first editing, like paid editing job, was for a YouTuber, and I was 16, very nearly 17, I believe. And now I'm 20. So, almost 5. I don't know. The math doesn't exactly work out, but point is, it's been a hot minute. It all kind of blends together. Know what I mean? Oop. I just realized I was considering filming. I haven't filmed today's No Break November video yet. And by today's, I mean the one that will come out tomorrow. Because I film them a day in advance. Or I make them a day in advance, basically. It's a 1-day delay. But I realized I'm considering doing it in bed again. Just to go with sort of lean into the fact that I'm a little sick. But I'm wearing the same shirt I was wearing last time I did one in bed, I'm pretty sure. Just coincidentally. So maybe I won't do that. I don't know. There are days you can tell. Here's a little insider information. If I'm not self-conscious about my hair or like how my hair looks. I guess this is me being self-conscious about it. But when I wake up, usually my hair is not in it's unkempt when I wake, bedhead. That's a normal thing people have. And sometimes it depends on how fucked it is, because if it's bad, then I won't be able to just fix it. Because sometimes I'll just run my hands through it and it's fine, and I can like just throw some dry shampoo on, and you can't tell that I haven't washed my hair. But if that's not the case, and I can't get it looking like camera ready, basically, those are the days where I will, lean into it and like film in bed, or wear like a hood or a hat or something. Those are those days. Hooded man strikes back. Yeah, exactly. But cuz you're not, and usually I would just like if I really can't, if like I don't want to put on a hoodie or something and I still need to film. I say this like I've been doing it for years, but it's only been a month. Then I will shower and wash my hair and everything, but, you know, you're not supposed to wash your hair every day. Technically, you're not supposed to shower every day. So I try not to. If I leave my apartment, I will shower. But, like, if I'm not going anywhere, I'm not gonna fuck my skin up just to stay home and do nothing and interact with nothing but no one but 2 cat. It feels like years. True. That was my goal. I'm gonna saturate the channel with content so that, you know, that's what the algorithm wants these days. Good evergreen backlog. I gotta make that. 30 videos is a solid 30 videos to establish a new direction for the channel is a, you know, it's nothing to sneeze at. So there's a lot of good byproducts that came out of No Break November. It acted as like, it has acted and continues to act as a sort of like a cleansing of the channel's subscriber base, because I made the change to Orm's Corner and that got a few people to leave, and then actually acting on the change to Orm's Corner with No Break November is actually making people leave, which for better or for worse, that's the outcome. This is the first time I've actively seen you on my feed for the last 2 weeks. Yep, that's the other thing is I am beginning to be indexed by YouTube again, I believe, but it's still slow going. The reason you haven't seen me on your feed in like 2 weeks is because I don't upload consistently. YouTube has blacklisted me, which just means they're not going to go out of their way to promote my videos to you because I don't make them any money. And plus streams have priority because they're live. But yeah, that was another byproduct of No Break November is, and this was by design, of sort of by design. I was just curious what would happen if a channel that uploaded maybe once a month goes from once a month to 30 times a month. What would happen? And it seems like what happened is I'm being re-indexed, and because of that, most analytics are going up. Most things like views, watch time, retention, everything is going up, but subscriber numbers going down is really the only thing that's going down. Well, yeah, that's Alice. That's for sure one, and that's why so many YouTubers months ago and still consistently say like, hey, click the damn bell, because if you don't, YouTube will not show you my content because I'm not being indexed. And I don't shove that down people's throats because it's not like I've explained this before. I'll explain it again. This channel is a hobby for me. What I'm doing right now, this is my job. But this channel is a hobby for me, so I'm not, because I don't need to shove click the bell and subscribe and like down your throat, I'm not going to. Like, the most YouTuber analytically thing that I do is putting a video at the end and saying and telling you to click on it, or asking you to click on it. I've probably told before, but Alice, that's actually a vague misconception about Article 13. So, and I meant to make a video about this, but I forgot. Drake asked me to make one, and I didn't, because I'm bad. Article 13 is a European Union thing, but it will affect everyone on YouTube, because it's not just affecting like European YouTubers or anything like that. It's like it's affecting YouTubers' viewer bases who are from Europe. So, like, and I haven't looked at my analytics for this, but there are a lot of people who watch YouTube in Europe. So if you're in Europe and you watch an American YouTuber, you might not be able to watch them anymore. And that's going to affect them. Because I know Drake was saying that like something like 20% of his audience, or it might have been lower than that, but a good chunk of his audience is in the European Union. And that viewer base might just be gone when if Article 13 completely goes into effect, as it is currently. So Article 13 is definitely more than a concern for just Europe. And again, I meant to make a video about that when Drake made his video about it, but I forgot, 'cause I'm a bad friend. I never hit the bell to anyone, and I might have missed one upload or two out of all the channels I've subbed to. Yeah, the sub feed is just weird. It's like on a case-by-case basis with everyone. Because YouTube is so fucking pig-headed. Like, just show the sub feed should just be a list of every video that from the people that you subscribe to. But that's not what it is. Because they gotta throw some algorithmic shit in there for no fucking reason. Like, piss off. Leave the sub feed alone. Fuck with the recommended and suggested feeds. That's fine. Leave the damn sub feed alone. Give people their notifications when they ask for them. Bye, Ty. Thanks for hanging out. I will definitely get this done. I'm almost done. Have a good day. Batman Beyond number 15. Oh, that was gross. I'm sorry. That was a bad noise. People in Europe probably won't be able to watch the kind of content Orem creates. Well, sort of. I don't think Article 13 is going to affect my content that much, because I don't run into Content ID that much. Especially with the videos I've made this month, because it is literally just like the only thing you can Content ID in my videos is the music, and that I am paying for that music through a licensing company. Which it's possible that they could get caught up in Article 13, but I don't know if that will actually happen. But I mean, the videos I've been making this past month are just my face. Like, I think only one. I think the Civil War II video that I did, the one about dividing criticism. No. Yeah, it was that one, Dividing Criticism, where I talked about Civil War II and showed the art from it. That's the only thing that I did, like, anything that fair use and Content ID would come into play, because I'm showing comic panels. But even then, like, Content ID, there's not a system in Content ID for comic panels yet. And really for images, like, there, for games, there is, and for games and movies there are, but they're not as robust as music. And for like still images, like comic panels and stuff, I don't think that exists at all in Content ID. But even if there was, that is why we blank out panels and shit. Not to like skirt around the system, but because it leans the videos more in the direction of transformative. Fair use. All that shit. All that legalese. Last few pages here. Doo-doo-doo. And that's it. Alright. Let me wait for Premiere to update. Okay. It's refusing to. Hello? There it goes. Okay. Now we're just gonna skim through and make sure that we didn't miss any words or pages or bubbles or butts, logos, anything. Nobody knows. I leave stuff like that. Just like I could take it out, but it would look weird if I did, so I just leave it. Like it's fine to have a few words. I've left words in there sometimes for more context. I know that's what Drake does. YouTube.com/comicdrake. He leaves names and contextually helpful phrases in. Oh, see, there's a thing. So like if he's talking about, if he specifically references like this quote that Bruce Wayne says or something, he'll leave that in. Which I think makes sense. I don't understand why he leaves names in. I don't know if he still does that, but he did that when I was working with him. So if like anybody ever says a name, he'll leave it in, which I don't fully understand. But I'm not sure if he still does it. He probably doesn't. If he does, cool. If he doesn't, cool. No. I'm sorry for the noises that Premiere is making right now. I did not realize how grating they were until someone brought it up earlier. Because they are really fucking annoying. But I'm so used to it. Because I've been doing this for forever. I don't know why I left that no in. Oh. Didn't think it scrolled down that far. Alright. Bam, that's a done video, boys! Cool. We're gonna go ahead and export this then. And I'm gonna hit export on this and do the thumbnail. And after that, I'm gonna nix this stream. And say bye-bye to this stream. And we say bye-bye. Not yet, though. That was just a practice. Export. Hopefully that doesn't crash. Premiere's been crashing on export recently. Premiere's also been like, because Premiere's always crashed, but will you draw something for me if I pay you? First of all, I thought you left. Second of all, yes, but I'm not getting my tablet out because I can't be fucked. Even though it would take like 3 seconds, I just don't feel like getting the tablet out. Oh, the Premiere crashing thing. Premiere has like, it's crashing more, but the crashes take way less time as of late. Because it'll come up with a thing that says, Premiere has crashed. Would you like to send a crash report? Which I think has always been a thing. It's just when my crashes did not have that, they would just, the program would lock up and I would have to end it through the task manager. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I prefer more faster crashes to the less slower crashes. Probably eats up the same amount of time. And I also reinstalled I uninstalled all my Adobe programs and put them on, reinstalled them on can't fucking talk while it's like chewing gum and walking. Oh god, I'm dying. I reinstalled all the Creative Cloud programs on my SSD. There we go. We got there, folks. Please draw Squirrel Girl. $3 to draw Squirrel Girl? Alright, I'll give you a $3 Squirrel Girl drawing then. That's what you paid for, that's what you're gonna get. Sure, we'll draw it on a 4K canvas. What she got, like... Sort of looks like sandy cheeks so far. It's like a headband. I don't... Here's your big fuck off tail. It's more round than that. It sort of looks like tails right now. I feel like she's got a lot of blush. This is her blush. This program does not have multiple colors. Here's her big clown feet that she definitely has. And then her like... This is definitely just tails with one tail. And here's her little squirrel friend, who I don't remember the name of. He's got one eye. There she is. That's Squirrel Girl. Here's your $3 Squirrel Girl. I need that double page spread. Her friend is not called Nutsack. Oh, I already didn't save it. Sorry, Ted. Take a screenshot of the stream. If the looks like the stream is lagging right now. Maybe. If it is, it's because of the export. I apologize. Where the fuck? I'm on my other monitor looking for the page with the Target Batman in it. Here it is. Target Batman. I'm gonna erase that part 3. But let me do that right now. I fucking hate getting logos out of pages like these. But DC doesn't do a recap page, so usually the logos are on top of art, which makes them so much harder to grab. And it's not like it's a logo that's well known enough to be already alphaed on the internet somewhere. So I gotta do it myself. Oh, good. I have to work. Boo-hoo. Yeah, the $3 that you gave me does not include a high-res delivery of the file. I apologize. I find that so funny when you commission something and it's like $2 extra to get the high-res Photoshop file. I'm like, what the what? It takes you literally no extra effort to attach. It's not like a... Like, I would understand if it was a higher quality export or something of a video, because, yeah, that'll take time. That'll take more time. But you already have the file. That's like locking DLC, or like the whole thing I talked about in my DLC video. It's like if I made this whole thumbnail and then removed the logo and was like, that's $20 more for the logo. I mean, it's not more work. The logo's already there. I just hid it. Hello, Grim. No problem, Alice. I'm glad you enjoy the stream. I'm sorry if it's lagging. That's to everyone, not just to Alice. Sort of sounded like I was just talking to her, but... Man, fuck. I'm gonna have to get rid of this part 3 at some point. I'll figure that out with the mask. It'll just be a mask deal. It'll be easy. I mean, maybe I'm ignorant. Maybe there is some extra effort that goes into... I understand, like, up-resing something. Or paying upfront for a higher resolution. Like, if you want... Like, if you're paying for, like, a 4K resolution drawing, because that, I guess you would have to draw more detail or something. I don't really know. No, I'm no artist. I'm just a boy with a program. I love saying the word program. Because it's like, it's not how you say it. Eat shit and die. Photoshop. It's not, Photoshop's being fine. It's really the fact that I have to pee coupled with this logo being bad mamma jamma. This is probably fine. See, the thing with, like, usually I'd go in, I might do it anyway, but most of the time because it's going on art anyway, you're not going to be able to tell. Make that a little smaller. Target Batman. Yeah, so you can't. Yeah, you kind of can. I am going to fix that. Oh, well. It has been a while. I have not streamed in a hot minute. I don't often feel the want. That was easier than I thought it was going to be. I kind of want a burger. I kind of want to fix this, but also don't. What you feel? Because this should be like white. It should be like a white strip right there, technically. But because there's a part 3 under this, there's not one. And I sort of want to fix that. Yeah, it looks bad. I'm going to fix it. I'm okay. I have seen Titans. I've not seen this past week's episode. But, fuck. I'm going to make a video about Titans eventually. That show has no right to be as good as it is. I am loving it. I thought it was going to be fucking awful. And then I watched the first episode and I was like, huh, this is okay. And it just keeps getting better. It just keeps consistently getting better. And I'm like, what? Stop. Slow down. Don't be this good. Okay, we're going to do that. And then we're going to rasterize it. And then we're going to do that. Nope, that looks terrible. We're going to do that. That's a start. Maybe I should just... I mean, it's better than nothing. Yeah, it doesn't look half bad. Whoop. Yeah, dude, I fucks with Titans. It's, it is very fun show. That looks fine. Okay. I think I want to kind of fix the, yeah, the perspective it had. Had a weird perspective. Not that it was like a bad perspective or anything. It's just strange for the way that I have this thumbnail laid out. Framing here. think it's fucking awful. Okay. Everyone is so upset about Starfire, and I get it, but like, God. Ugh. And coincidentally, the video that's going up today is talking about, well, in 4 minutes, is talking about this, of deviating from the source material. Like, yes, like, I don't have that much exposure to the Starfire character. So, the stuff that I've seen in the show, like, I don't like her outfits. I don't like her outfits not because that's not how Starfire would dress or anything, simply because they're just bad. Like, the wardrobe is just bad. It doesn't come from anything. For me, personally, it's not like, oh, that's not what Starfire is. It's just bad. But Starfire's characters is fine. There's, like, I see nothing wrong with Starfire's character. And when you said, I don't think they'll have Starfire have her comic personality. And, like, if that's a criticism, that seems stupid to me, because, like, her character isn't bad. It might not be Starfire exactly to a T, but, like, from the small exposure to Starfire I've had in the comics and in other media, there are hints of Starfire coming through IMO. She might not be, like, perfect Starfire, wahoo, but you know, it's just it's irritating. People seem to... I just don't like when people criticize. I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore. Just watch the video that I'm putting up. I explain myself a lot better in that. I'm not gonna fuck with that. This looks fine. Yeah, the outfit's not great. And they changed it in one of the episodes. But it's just a similar outfit again. But that's just bad wardrobe. Like, that's not a character or anything. And I'm very much enjoying Titans. I honestly think anyone complaining about, like, I think anyone not liking Titans, I feel like a lot of it is just going to come from, it's not like the comics. Which I don't even see that much of, because there are aspects that aren't like the comics, but it's not like it's spitting in the face of them or anything. It's just slightly different. It honestly feels a lot like a comic in terms of just a lived-in, shared universe. It's nailing that really well. But anyway, I could talk about Titans forever. I have to pee real bad, and video is going up, like, right now, so I'm going to end the stream while this exports. Everybody go watch that video that goes out in a minute. I find it very funny that this stream is ending on a conversation that transitions perfectly into the video. But yeah, go watch that. I talk about Arrow and taking liberties in comic adaptions. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.